I don't think you guys understand. I've been waiting for a Monty Booker project for the longest time. Monty Booker over the past decade plus now, right? I feel like maybe not a decade now, maybe because he's been on SoundCloud for a minute. Within the past decade, Monty Booker has been one of my favorite producers. Definitely in my top 5 when it comes to just new age producers. You know what I mean? There's just way too many things to love about, Monty Booker and his approach to just, sound in general, just music. You can tell he loves to explore. You can tell he loves to get new toys. And what I mean by that is, just new, MPCs. He uses, what's that thing? Oh my gosh, he was using it on stream. The OP1. I feel like no one knows how to use the OP1 besides Monty Booker. You know what I'm saying? I think at one time I was watching Kenny Beat stream. He was trying to teach Kenny, how to use the OP1. But, he just has a really genius mind, and he loves to just really find new sounds and, really push boundaries and, while pushing boundaries, stick to, his signature sound. He has a really good ear for groove. You could tell he's from the school of Jay Dilla. You know what I'm saying? He's just like from that tree. Just when it comes to groove and how how he makes his music move. You know what I'm saying? Just, he could program it, but it feels, the beat feels so natural. Him and Smino, what they did on Black Swan alone, like that wasn't the first time I heard of Monty Booker. I heard some of his SoundCloud stuff. Or I don't know which came first, the Smino stuff or the SoundCloud stuff. I think it was the SoundCloud stuff. But what they did on Black Swan alone just made Monty Booker goated. You know what I mean? And then moving on to Noir, which is, I love every Smino album, differently. I love Love for Rent. All 3 of them are, some of my favorite Smino projects, but Noir might be still my favorite Smino project. Monty Booker is incredible when it comes to just layering his bass lines alone, kick drums with a synth bass with an 808, and then putting it like 10 octaves down, and it doesn't sound muddy. It just sounds clean, and you need really good headphones when listening to Monty Booker production. I say the same thing about Kaytranada. There's a couple artists, Flying Lotus, producers who, are all about, just sound and, heavy bass and, layering just, synths and vocals and just different things. You need to have a really good set of headphones when listening to these producers. Now, I know he's been working on this project for a minute. I've been, just keeping tabs on it. Like, all right, when is he coming out with one? When is he coming out with the project? You know what I mean? But it's finally here. We got Monty Booker's new project, Noise, parentheses, Meaning. Now, I think a lot of people would probably view projects like these as like a beat tape with, just features on it. I don't treat, especially with producers like Monty Booker, I don't treat it like that. This is an album for me. You know what I mean? This is, this is how I would treat a Kaytranada album, a Disclosure album, any other producer that I think is, incredible, like a Jay Dilla album, very short and sweet. Is 31 or 32 minutes. He has a good amount of features, that, I love. Smino, Reggie, Mariba, Bari, which is Young Pink now, which I had to look up. I had to check the name out. I was like, oh, this is Bari. I didn't even know he changed his name to Young Pink. Planet Giza, which I've been following since the SoundCloud days. There's some old school Planet Giza songs that I have on my phone that I downloaded that I don't even know if they still exist on SoundCloud. But Planet Giza and Raven Lene. And then there's some artists on here that I'm not super familiar with. I think I know some Vita stuff, Chloe the God and Nami. So I can't wait to hear what these guys do to contribute to this project. It's a very short project, like I said, but I'm very excited to, hear what, Monty did on here. So without further ado, let's get into this. We got track number 1, Meaning. Obviously, this full thing is produced by Monty Booker, but I will shout out the additional, producer credits. So track number 1 has some additional producer credits by Brian Schwaller. Let's get it. Track number 2, Lights featuring Smino, Let's Go.
Please hold all the blood apologies and don't fake bad with me. Way too late to track them ride with me. Hear that tire street. My honesty ain't never been fine to me. Pop smoke like RP. The bar I said might be too hard to reach. Don't climb this money tree. I wanna be for a long time to me. That's important. These boys coming to me. Really be acting like bitches, so I call them. All overseas, did a few deals. Gave some bad to the kids and I did that all in a week.
Urge to the highs, every day I put my hands up. Shot my uncle daddy, taught me how to put my swing, 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 door swinging on the Cadillac. I got family, I can't get over them. How the hell they up in LA? I'm St. Louis, bro. Way up, turn rodeo until broke again. Run my halo like my logo.
Lovely.
My halo long, mistake it for yellow if you don't know. Hello, my halo crimson look like the devil.
Alright, hold on. First of all, dope ass song. Second of all, one thing about doing these reactions is you definitely gotta like give some commentary within songs, but I know I'm gonna be missing out on some really dope ass transitions because the next song is called Halo. One thing about Monty Booker that I forgot to mention is I love that he incorporates his voice. You can hear Monty's voice through a lot of his beats. He's been doing that for a while now, where he'll, have like additional vocals where it's pitched up or pitched down with a little vocal effect, which is his contribution vocally, on his tracks, which I think is really cool. But yeah, I'm gonna let like the next two play. So we got track number 3, Halo, featuring Vita. This is produced by Monty Booker, obviously, and Amara. And then track number 4, No Good, featuring Reggie. Shout out to Reggie. He need to drop a project. And this is produced by Monty Booker as well as Amara. Woo. And what I tell you. Go, Reggie. The sounds, man. Love that. Yo, when the hell is Reggie coming out with a new project? I'm actually checking his profile now, and I see he dropped 2 singles within the past 2 months. So, I mean, that's good news, but like, are we getting a project? I would love a Reggie project. You know what I mean? Reggie is an artist that I feel like a lot of people have been waiting on to drop an actual full-length project. So hopefully he drops very soon because, Reggie's very talented. You know what I'm saying? All right, we got track number 5, Balance. I think this was a single, so we're going to check that out now. And then I'm going to let that go into track number 6, which is B2B featuring Mariba. And these are both obviously produced by Monty Booker. So let's get it. Let's go, Mariba.
These days I wonder why. Sometimes I see the sign. I scream up to the sky. These days don't call for peace. Set fire to the beast. Please say we turn up ties. These days. These days I just have to laugh at the script. They built the world on sand, castles collapse and they sit. Keep it serene till you come with the racket and shit. Now I'm Serena, the pacifist shit is past and it's tense. They said they won't let us in, I said they really playing catch up. Mine's band Maverick, no if buts. I don't give a rat's ass or a squirrel's last fuck. Everything apostrophe, the world is mine from mustard seed. These ain't shots fired, they just bullets in the wind. Word to Dylan and my kid is next to kin. If I ever die mysteriously, it's just crazy, need a pad that's padded and peaceful. I am Tracy, keep my ass fat and smiling teeth full. I need my Benjamins, I need my Grants, I need my Jacksons. You need some air, you need some grass, you need a passion. Target practice, you got my sword, the queen's assassin. Loop, 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 baby these days, maybe the last ones. On my only emergency on every station. They do their deeds, we plant our seeds, watch them blossom. Not for the weak, work out there just to scrape to eat. Holes in our boat, but although they try, they can't cut through. These days I wonder why. Sometimes I see the sign. I scream up to the sky. These days don't call for peace. Set fire to the beast. Please say we turn the tide. These days.
All right, so we got Young Pink on the next track. Like I said, I didn't know Bari changed his name to Young Pink, but hey, I'm with it, and I want to hear what they, cooked up because, when I think back to, like I said, Noir is probably my favorite Smino album. One of my favorite songs is with, at the time, Bari, Somersault. Yo, let me tell you, me and my homies, we'll be rolling around in the summer with just Noir playing. From Somersault to Z4L to Merlot, I mean, just that whole album was just hits on hits on hits for the summer. We was out there wilding. You know, Bari's one of them artists who I think needs to drop an album as well. He hasn't dropped since 2020. Hopefully he drops soon too. But we got track number 7, Pink, featuring Young Pink. Obviously produced by Monty Booker, but we got some additional production from Cruiser and Brian Schwaller. Shout out to Cruiser. I love a lot of Cruiser's music. You know, to me, Cruiser's music is very linear. It doesn't really change much, but that's probably what I like about it. You know, it's very just chill, you know, laid back. You can just throw it on and, you know, have it playing in the background, and they're really good at, you know, production. I know they've worked together in the past. I know Monty did production on one of Cruiser's, I think, singles, last year or the year before. And then obviously on Love for Rent, Cruiser was featured, you know, and Monty and Cruiser went crazy on the production on that. So let's see what they cook up with this.
That was so amazing. She hold my hands. Everybody she classy, flashy, flashy.
Yeah, sound like Bari.
I take the gas to the closet. I smell
That
like
flow.
a Rasta does. Got poppin' up, poppin' up. I'm in the S. I got a cuff. She touched, she called me up. I'm surely blessed. I'm about to bust.
Oh, this is about to be
We
crazy.
really got it. We really next. We really up. I spread off the dogs. We really fast. I'm passing out breathing, all of my ops, they daisy push. I fuck her like lady love. I'm more like an ops, got a crazy cup. I process my plane, one of their moms and pops, they breaking up. Everybody she classy, flashy, flashy, good. I take the gas to the cosmos. I smell like a Rasta does. Got poppin', I'm popping up. I'm in the S, I got a cuff. She touched, she called me up. I'm surely blessed, I'm about to bust. We really got it. We really next, we really up. See, this for the reasons, yeah. Got a little bitch, spicy
I
like
like
cake.
this a lot.
I sound like ticks, I'm in the mix. Me and her cut like a razor. Baby is black with the Raiders. I tell her relax, this is some of my circles. Wages and sets on the paper. She taking me kiss, not on the lips, her lips. I got a list of tricks. I ain't exist. I would've tossed it off. We came from rags to rich.
Ooh.
Everybody she classy.
Oh yeah, this is a
I
playlist.
I smell like a Rasta does. Got poppin', I'm popping up. I'm in the S, I got a cuff. She touched, she called me up. I'm surely blessed, I'm about to bust. We really got it.
So we're halfway through, and this whole project so far just feels super, super smooth. It feels like something that's very personal to Monty. You know, obviously noise, meaning, you know, like I said, Monty is like a explorer when it comes to sound. He loves to, you know, find sounds anywhere he can get it, just manipulate noises and stuff like that. So I can tell, like, even with the album cover, like the whole thing put together, it seems like, you know, just defines who Monty Booker is as an artist, you know, not just a producer, just as an artist in general. And this whole thing has been super smooth. You know, you're not getting these crazy bangers like you would get on like a Smino album, you know, which I wouldn't mind, but I like the direction that he's going, you know, with this project. It's very short and it seems very sweet. All right, we got track number 8, Intermission, with some additional production from Brian Schwaller. Shout out to Brian Schwaller. I'm not familiar with Brian Schwaller, but, you know, he's been on a lot of these tracks, so, you know, shout out to his contribution. And then we're going to let this play into track number 9, which is Marbles featuring Chloe the God, who I'm not familiar with, but we're about to find out. And that one is solely produced by Monty Booker. Let's go. It's like an album that you can just, you know, sit back and reflect, you know, about your own life too, you know what I mean? We got track number 10, Defense, featuring Nami, with additional production by Hamish, Amara, and Brian Schwaller. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Classic Monty. Monty in the background singing. I know Nami's singing too, but
Defense like a linebacker. You can't pretend, then go cry after. Why you even lied to me? You a bad actor. Guess it brought back memories from a bad chapter.
Okay.
Was back in 2016. Still got nobody treating you right. All they wanna do is get in those jeans. I just wanna give you good dopamine. She want me in her veins like medicine, yeah. I'll take away the pain.
Oh, that's hard. Hard. Eric, Monty, you hear Monty singing? Monty, you know, he be using his voice a lot more, which I like, you know what I mean? That was a dope song. I gotta check out Nami. Definitely one of my favorites on the project, for sure. This album is such a vibe, man. I cannot wait to run this back with all the transitions I missed. All right, let's keep it going. We got track number 11, Cleanse. Okay, Monty. right, we got track number 12, which I'm excited for. We got Planets featuring Planet Giza with additional production from Planet Giza. Let's get it. Shout out to Planet Giza. I just now seen that they also dropped, a project on this past Friday. 8 songs, 18 minutes. It seems like a little, maybe like a small little EP that I'll probably give a listen as well. All right, track number 13, Awake featuring Raven Lene. This is going to be a good one.
Hey, love, where you been? I want you around me. Daylight, on my skin, pull me in. Hey, love, where you been? I need you around me. Daylight, on my skin, midnight to morning. Let me hold you. Let me hold you. Where you been? I want you around me. Daylight, on my skin, pull me in. Hey, love, where you been? I need you around me. Daylight, on my skin, midnight till morning. Let me hold you. Let me hold you. Hey, love, where you been? I want you around. Daylight, on my skin, pull me in. Hey, love, on my skin, I can't live without you.
All right, we got the last track on the album, Thank You, with additional production from Ben Nardi and Voices Feel. Let's go. Okay, he's adding cleanse in there. Okay. Shout out to Monty Booker. What a very, very special album. You know what I'm saying? Noise, meaning. You could tell this album was very personal to Monty Booker. It pretty much encapsulates, everything that you love, about Monty's, just artistry, his production, his curiosity, you know what I mean? Very smooth production on a lot of these songs, a lot of, great bass lines, a lot of great, just drum patterns. I love that he incorporated his voice, as an instrument, throughout the beats. I think on pretty much every beat, I think I've heard Monty Booker singing probably in the background. This is a great debut album. I really hope that Monty, keeps his foot on the gas, and, gives us more projects, like this, maybe something, if not every year, every other year, you know what I mean? I feel like Monty Booker is his artist, he's his own artist, what I'm saying? He's not just a producer. He's Monty Booker, you know what I mean? Every single track on here was great. I think my favorite track may be Pink featuring Young Pink, aka Bari. You know what I mean? I love Defense with Nami. I got to check out Nami. There's a lot of artists that, Monty Booker put me on, you know what I'm saying? So that I got to tap into. But this whole project is, I for me, I'm a producer head, so I loved everything about this. I love the different sounds that he, went through. I love all the different, melodies and patterns. Like I said, Monty Booker is he stays curious, which I think, is my favorite thing about Monty, when it just comes to sound. So, I enjoyed the project. I hope you guys enjoyed the project. Let me know what your favorite track was. Let me know what your favorite, Monty Booker beat was on this thing. And I will catch you guys on the next one.